Kristin, and today I have for you another in my 4 looks, 1 palette series. Today we are going to be using, well, all week for me, but today for you, we're going to be using the Kat Von D palette in Ladybird. So it looks like this, and you can see the back there. After the last look, I will go ahead and swatch all of the colors for you. So today, and this is an all matte palette. I kind of see when I look really close at my eyes, I see a little bit of shimmer for some reason, but they definitely are all, they're all matte. So it looks like this. Today I used this color all over the lid, and I use, which is kind of a gray with a hint of beige. And this is a dark navy blue. And then I used this color right here as my brow bone highlight, and I kind of took this tannish color here and used that as transition. The issue that I thought I was going to have, I did kind of have a little bit with this palette. For some reason, unless the matte is like the most gorgeous matte in the world, I have a hard time really getting colors to blend without looking muddy. So I do feel like this looks a little bit muddy. So we're going to kind of see how the week goes along here. But at any rate, let me, I will zoom you in. So here's what it looks like. Okay, and very quickly on the rest of my face, I just have a little bit of Prism from MAC, and then also a little bit of Pink Tea, just kind of on the apples. I just wanted to pink it up a little bit more. And as my bronzer, just as an FYI, I have switched from my Too Faced to my MAC Nude on Board. And then for lipstick today, I have Bobbi Brown's True Pink, which looks like this. So we shall see you tomorrow for the next look. So our second look is a very warm look using the, I kind of wanted to use the orange color. This is the color that Emily raved about so much, which is why I got the palette. So I used, well, first I used my Urban Decay Primer Potion and then Painterly Paint Pot. I'm excessive, I know. And then I used this light color right here, which is Unrequited, as my all over lid color. In the crease, I used the orange, which is Cleopatra, and then I used Wolf in the outer V and pulled, or like kind of outer third V, and then pulled into the crease below that orange. And I was trying to go for kind of a blown out look. And then I used this color right here as my brow bone highlight. So I'll zoom you in. This is the look then with that. And it's, you know, it's tricky. I'm trying very hard. I'm going to turn this way today just for the heck of it. Just for something different. Blending mattes is always really tricky, so I'm trying to, you know, make sure that I get it really blended, so hopefully it looks blended. On my cheeks today, I pulled out my MAC Stereo Rose MSF. Just kind of trying to go with the same warmish theme. And then for lips today, I have my, and I'm not sure that I like this with it yet, I haven't decided, but what I have on right now is Pinup Peach, the Whisper Pinup Peach, which looks like that. Alright, look number 3 coming tomorrow. For our third look today, I was trying to be a little more creative and out of my Kristin zone for you guys. So what I did was simply Primer Potion and Painterly Paint Pot all over the lid. Then I used this, which is Vespertine, right there. I used that, oh, I need to do my nails, sorry. From Lash Line to Brow Bone. And then I used this kind of mid-tone-ish brown color in Harlow, which is this one right here. And I just use that to define the crease a little bit. And a little teeny brush, I used this Essence. These come in a duo, so it's this is the smaller of the two. I'm sure you guys have seen these talked about before. I did kind of a winged liner, I know, right? With the purple in Fieri Lys, which is right here. And after I did that, then I took a liquid liner in black. I used the one from L'Oreal, and I just kind of walked it across the line. And then I took a matte black from the Sonia Kashuk Eye and Neutral palette, and I just softened that out. I don't like the shine that that gives. Plus, I didn't want such a stark line, but I wanted it dark enough when I laid it down, a little more defined, which is why I used the liner and then the shadow instead of just the shadow first. Anyway. So, and then I used the black Kat Von D liner to tightline. And then I also took that same transition-y kind of crease color, this one right here. And I just brought that under my lash line. When I do a look like this on top, I don't like to do a whole huge line underneath. But I still want it to have definition, and I still like to put a little mascara down there. And it looks funny without anything down there, in my opinion. So I'll zoom you in. Okay, so here's what it looks like. It'll look funnier when I close my eyes because of my whole hooded eyelid deal. Okay, on the rest of my face, I used Tarte Doll Face as my blush. I have MAC Cream Cup as my lipstick. And then I did try a little contouring. I'm curious if you guys can tell the difference. I'm looking in the viewfinder to see. Anyway, I used NYX Taupe, which I've shown a couple of times. And I've been experimenting with using the angled brush that I bought from Makeup Geek, which is kind of a smaller angled brush to kind of... Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for the last look. The last look that I have for you today is probably one of the craziest looks I've ever put on my eyes. But you know, not crazy for most people, just crazy for me. So what I did was first I put Brulee all over my lid to really help with the blending. Max Brulee. You could use, you know, this color here as well. I just happened to have Brulee in my hand at the time. So I used this on the inner third, which is Harlow. And I used Cleopatra, this orange, on the outer third. Well, 2/3. And then I took the purple color, which is Fière Elise, and I used that in the crease. And then I just used this as my brow bone highlight. I also took Fière Elise underneath with a 239 brush and kind of kept that on the outer corner then of the orange. So I'll go ahead and zoom you in. Okay, so here's what it looks like. Okay, so that was the final look with this palette. I'm going to go ahead and give you a swatch of all of the colors on my fingers and on my hand, just to kind of show you what the payoff is of all of them. So these are the first four, and this is Fière Elise, Vespertine, Renholder, and oh geez, Saucy Sue, you know, the blue one. Those are the swatches on my hand. The next four are Unrequited, Harlow, Wolf, and Cleopatra. And then there are the swatches up here, ending in Cleopatra. Okay, so just very quickly a little bit about the palette. Like all the Kat Von D palettes, it is kind of a metal container. This I'm afraid I'm going to pop it out of my hand. It pops open very nicely and has a very large mirror. Look, you guys can see my new view. So it's a very large mirror, which is very nice. They all come with an eyeliner. I did really enjoy using this palette. One of the things that I enjoy about the 4 Looks 1 palettes is that it really makes me kind of get out of my comfort zone, because if this isn't out of my comfort zone, I don't know what is. And I really like it. I was very surprised that I was able to come up with a way to use orange and purple in the same look. That's just not my normal. I normally am a taupe, brown, bronze kind of girl. So I did really enjoy this palette. I very much enjoy this. Let me take this liner back out of here. I did very much enjoy this orange color, which, as I mentioned, was the reason that I got it, because Emily was raving about that. And I also really like that warm wolf color. And while it's not as dark as I thought it would be, or as it looks, I did like that purple, which is the Fière Elise. But the only color that didn't come off quite like I thought it would, and that doesn't surprise me, is this blue one. And that just comes off a little more dark charcoal, kind of grayish, and you would have seen that in the look that I used it in. So, and the liner works very well. It smudges very nicely on the top line. And it stays okay in the waterline. I don't think it's the most fantastic waterline black liner, but then I am working on trying to find the perfect black eyeliner to tight line with. I know which one I like for brown, but so there is a video that will be coming on that, I promise. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the rest of my face today is Physicians Formula Rosy Glow and NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in beige. I just wanted kind of a real nude lip. So that is all that I have. I think everything else I would have talked about. The foundation that I wore, I believe, throughout the whole video, yeah, was the combination of the Bobbi Brown and Chanel Perfection Lumiere. And the mascara that I wore throughout the video, except for one day, I believe, was the Clinque Lash Power Mascara Long Wearing Formula. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please list them below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you next time. Bye.